Hello everyone, they call me Muse and I welcome you back to Hitman Freelancer and the Rise and Fall Challenge, where we can do stairs, but only under very specific circumstances. We've got 3 levels remaining, and we can't fail any of them, basically, because we messed up Haven last time. So do we start with Sapienza or New York? Our showdown is going to be in Ambrose. What's New York got to say for itself? Destroy surveillance recorder. Eliminate guards, no witnesses. That all seems pretty reasonable. It's also got a safe. Sapienza wants us to blind a target and only use one disguise and destroy cameras. It's also got a safe. Turns out safe doesn't matter because we're dealing with these particular challenges, so we could go shotgun epic on New York. That sounds like a possibility. We're either bringing a loud legendary shotgun or we're bringing a big one that needs to go in a briefcase, but that's fine. So I think we'll do that. And we'll bring a silence one because we don't know where our target's going to be. If they happen to be just hanging around in the security room in the basement, then we could use the loudest shotgun we want. But we don't know for sure that they'll be there. We'll bring our silver baller, and we will bring any old SMG, so the DAC fits in our pocket nicely. What else do we need? We could bring our own chloroform. We may as well. We can easily get some back in the level, but let's bring our own, just in case. And I don't really think there's much else we require. So, should be, all being well, a fairly straightforward sort of level. Got to start in the basement though, them's the rules. So the rules in full, for those who are unaware, we start on the lowest level of the map, and then we can rise. We can only use stairs to go up until we've reached the top level of the map.
Hello there, sir.
And then we fall again. We can only use stairs to get back down until we get to the bottom level. So where are our targets? So really we probably want to be looking at Isaac first because he's on the ground floor. And then maybe we'll move up and deal with Catherine. And then eventually we'll work our way up to the second floor for Myron and the top floor for Andy. The question is, how are we going to get down to the ground floor without too much bother? Because we want to get down there with a minimum amount of fuss, basically. Ideally without stealing any outfits or knocking anyone out or things of that nature. But we've got a shotgun in a briefcase. So how do we get that downstairs with us? I suppose we don't have to get it downstairs with us, but if we can, that would be cool. What if we just throw our briefcase in that corner over there? That guy doesn't notice it. The folks downstairs don't appear to notice it, so that's good. I've never actually tried getting a briefcase down this way before, but it seems like it's actually possible. Yeah, he is. Goddamn Frank. So, that's the tricky bit out of the way, perhaps. Now that we're down on the ground floor, we can do any sort of shenanigans that we like, such as luring in our friend from the security office. We do have a target coming our way, though. Oh, it's that guy who only shows up in alerted. He's not going to come into this room, but our security friend is. So, let's take care of him.
Click it, flip it, press it. You're on.
Bop it. So this man goes in a box. Now our target will recognise us because it's alerted and we're a guard, but I'm going to say that's probably fine. I'm going to leave our briefcase in here as well because we're probably going to be this guard for the level, one would think. So we didn't actually need the security card because we can just waltz out here after our man, can't we? And he's probably not going to notice us opening this door, although there is an enforcer in there, but heck it, we're past him. We'll go and drop off our chloroform. and we'll deal with all these guards in the room. So is our man going to notice these unconscious guards and rush in to help them? Or is he not going to see them? There we go. They've been in a terrible accident. You should probably go and aid them. So that's our target knocked out. Yeah, there are only 3 guards in there because we've already taken the 4th one out with our shenanigans in the IT room. So we're now free to do whatever we like in here. So you there. You're a guard, get SMG'd. Same. That's a challenge complete. Shotgun. Challenge complete. Surveillance recorder destroyed. Challenge complete. It's going well. Now, which one of you buggers drops the master key? Robbing the safe is not a requirement, but we're on the ground floor anyway, so why wouldn't we? And we'll get back our chloroform whilst we're here. And we'll get some shotgun ammo. And some SMG ammo. Why not? These guys could be trouble. Now they're not. And we will turn on the gas once again. Maybe we'll just blast these doors open as well. If they're permanently open, there's more chance of people seeing that accidents have occurred, and also murders, and therefore there's more chance of more people running in. Blimey. Never sent that guy flying like that before, that was impressive. Although I've just also realised that there's a box in there that we missed, and it might have a fish, so we should probably do something about that. I suppose it might have mercies as well. Yeah, I'll take them. Perez has just arrived on this floor. We'll see if he's concerned at all about his vault getting robbed. You would assume he'd be concerned.
Getting gear.
Looks like he's just panicking a bit.
Corridor.
So let's see. Yeah, he's panicking. This guy's moved, so we can come in here and grab this key. And the safe's in here as well, so let's deal with the safe whilst we wait for everyone to settle down. Let's grab these mercies as well. Lovely. So where is... There's one. Where's the 3rd clue then? I did turn the gas back on, didn't I? Nope. That goes upstairs.
What was that?
Yeah, it looks like I turned the gas back on because that guy's fallen down.
Yeah.
Lovely. Has Perez moved on? Nope, still panicking. There's the 3rd clue. They're all grouped together then. And everyone in this room is still just panicking a bit. They're not recovering from the fact that the alarm has stopped. So that's kind of making life a bit difficult for me. There seem to be guards piling in from all over the place. Because that guy over there's still alert. That guy there's alert. They keep finding the same body as well, because it's the same one that keeps popping up in Pip. Most unusual. But I guess we are clear to just rob the safe while they all mess around. Maybe we'll block this door open as well. I don't know if it helps in the long term, but it's more convenient than constantly having to swipe our keycard. Grand. And now Perez has calmed down and buggered off, which means the safe should be okay. Let's just wait for these guys to change their facing. And the safe is ours. Sweet. These guys are also really bad at their job. They're like, oh, where could this secret file be? It's like, have you just tried opening all the lockers? Idiots. So that's ground floor dealt with. We don't need to stick around down here. We could briefcase our shotgun again if we felt like it. And Catherine is still hanging around on the ground floor section of the floor above. She's in quite a public location, so maybe a propane would be a good idea. New York is swimming in propane flasks, so that shouldn't be a problem. I guess flasks full of gas don't swim, but it's fine. There's one. Guess we'll grab the rat poison whilst we're here, because you never know. It doesn't really matter which way we go up to get to the next floor, because this set of stairs will just take us up one floor, which is what we need. Now, where's she at? She's just hanging about. They're going to have a conversation, and then they go into that room together. And then eventually she leaves and she moves over to the entrance, doesn't she? So what's the plan? Do we just wait for her to move? Whole lot of enforcers with this outfit on this floor. Which means getting up to any shenanigans could be dangerous for us. That guy, for instance, he's just a pain in the butt, perhaps. I don't think anyone's watching us from over here. Ruby Red's probably not watching us, if that's her name. I forget if that's her name. Okay, we haven't broken through that window with that shot. We've just attracted the attention of a civilian, so if we fire again, she's going to panic. I guess I could have brought up the report and given it to her, but it's not really necessary.
Hey, sweetie, we're in the middle of something. Please leave, okay?
Why did your voice just change? Weirdo. I guess I could come in here. And I could turn on this glass. And then I could shoot that window and then shoot her window. Just to get her moving. Will that work? No one seems that bothered about that window breaking. They are kind of upset about that one, perhaps. But is our target going to just go back to the position she was stood in a moment ago? No, I think that's broken her meeting and she's now just going to walk away. Although, she wants to remain standing there for just a moment. And a terrible accident can happen. Definitely nothing to do with us. And now there's guards panicking a bit, so let's retreat into a bathroom while we plan our next move. Just keeps out trouble, you know. So our next move will take us up to the second floor, where there's that corridor with the security hub. Both Myron and Andy are now hanging around on that floor. So Andy's a mover. But does he move any further down, or does he only move to the second and then back up to the third? Either way, that corridor is a good place for us to be. So what's our best way to get there? And do we stop by our supplier friend on the way? Do you have something to sell, friend? No, you don't. You've got no inventory.
Good doing business with you.
So let's head on up onto the floor we need, and let's see who's around. So yeah, Andy is going upstairs again. Myron's chilling. There's that woman out there who's an enforcer all the time. So how do we get Myron all quiet like? He did move through the door, I think, to the upper bit. But now he's over here. I guess what we could do is something like this. And see who gets attracted. It's not our man. Okay.
If anyone is there, show yourself, or you will be in a lot of trouble.
It's not me who's in trouble, my man. It's only a headache, though. There's probably no lasting brain damage. Then our man sits down and looks a bit sad. Okay. Maybe we just follow him after that. Because he does eventually go out that way. We'd have to sneak past our security friends, but we can do that. If we're all crouched. Nope, even if we're crouched. It's a bit dicey. But we'll come around this side. Messic gas grenade, that's cool. And then there's our man.
What's up, tough guy? You busy?
I'm busy. Come on, friend. Come talk to me.
Look, you don't have the guts to.
Don't have the guts to what now? And then Andy did come down this flight of stairs, didn't he? So this should be good. Technically I've just gone up some stairs and then come back down, but that's fine. Because I didn't actually transition to another floor. And I could have just dumped that guy anyway. But if we do go all the way up to the top, we'll then be in a position where we can't come back down. Although, actually, this is the top floor, isn't it? So we can rise all the way to the top. And then we can start falling again. It looks like our man's gone down the other flight of stairs. So he's gone down the other flight. He's going to cross over and then come back up this flight, I guess. Is it worth shooting open this door to get a box?
Hey, we need some help here.
Probably not. It's probably alerted a bunch of people. I guess we could just deal with this guy, but we don't really need to. And then this guy's going to be like, that door wasn't shot earlier. And he's quite right.
Okay, then.
But then he's going to be like, I guess there's now no problem. And he's wrong about that. Now, here comes our man. But we're on the fall part of Rise and Fall, so that's perfectly okay if we come back down now. Oh, you're a bit sus, are you?
Hey,
That's you, iced. And we'll tidy up as well. Wonderful. So all targets are down. We can now rise and fall as much as we wish. But we've pretty much done everything we need to, so it's just a case of find an exit right now. I didn't really anticipate any problems on New York. We haven't really run into any, so it's a good solid start to the day. Now, can we make it past Perez? We don't need witnesses. Good. Leaving via the ground floor. Probably the smartest move, because any of the witnesses that were down there are no more. Where is this box, though? Past the pile of unconscious dudes. Some of whom a bit more unconscious than others. And, yeah. Really smooth sailing to begin with. So which of the various flavours of Sapienza are we going to end up with today? Got to blind people and only use one disguise. That's going to be the sketchy part. Collateral accident? That's maybe the best. Hide and seek could be tricky because what if we go up a floor and then the box we were going to hide in is on a lower floor? And the third one there is just empty for some reason. I don't know why. It's a bit weird. Let's take collateral accident. Now, we could potentially bring something along to make an accident ourselves, but we should be able to find propane, right? So we'll bring all that stuff. We'll bring our flash phone. Because if we want to bring anything to cause trouble, probably just the oil canister would do it. Because we can make a spark by just firing our pistol. And if there's nothing to make a spark on because it's the beach or whatever, then we'll just shoot our oil canister. So we'll bring Silver Baller. That'll help us destroy the cameras as well. And that's really all we need, I think. Do we bring an SMG just in case? Can't really hurt, can it? It's just slipped in the pocket. Maybe a duck for the same reason. Now, place your bets. Icon, landslide, regular Sapienza. The possibilities are endless. We find ourselves in a shop. Very well. We've got security guards up there, so I'm thinking landslide. We are able to stroll down here without any issues, so yeah, landslide it is. Now, we need to get to the lowest level. One of our targets is pretty much in front of us somewhere. One of them is on the lowest level near the pier. I wasn't aware the pier counted as the lowest level. I thought we were going to have to get into the sewer, but I guess we'll just stroll over to Paolo, deal with them first, then we'll come back for Carlo, and then our final target is at the butcher's shop. They might be the best bet for a collateral accident, but we'll see what happens as we go about. We also don't need to worry too much about disguises because all our targets are in sort of public locations. Cool, we're officially on the lowest level. The beach and the pier and all of this counts. Target is a Securo man. He has wandered over here, so he doesn't go close enough to get pushed into the water, but that's okay. Given his disguises don't really matter probably. Do we just take out this waiter? If we took his pants, maybe that would help. Might also be a good idea just to stand at the back here whilst our man wanders around so we are out of his line of sight. But now he's going this way, and then he's going to come up here, isn't he? Yeah. This drum here is just decorative, it's not full of oil, sadly. There's a baseball bat there. Didn't realise that. That's good to know. Watch me forget it when it becomes relevant at any point. But yeah, unless our man happens to be drinking out of that wine that is behind the bar, which I highly doubt, then this is a safe place to stand and keep an eye on him. Where's he going? He is coming our way. I don't like this. But he's stopped there. But we are kind of getting viewed. So maybe we just go back the way he came from. And we should be alright. So there's a possibility for a shove there, but it might be seen by people. I feel like though that group over there, oh, and the waiter himself, of course, would notice. So yeah, not an accident, this guy. Just a murderizing. A second waiter, where did you come from? I guess I could give this guy a duck. Oh, we've got blind target there as well, haven't we?
Excuse me, you dropped something.
Did I? Oh yeah, I did. That was clumsy of me. I was just going to come up here and put the phone down, but I now see that Yellow Shorts is also walking this way. Albeit slightly slower than our target. But does Yellow Shorts keep going, or does he stop at the end? He stops at the end. So if we were to just drop our phone here, and then we were to pick up our canister, can we do that? Okay, it didn't want to let us do that because they were both dropped in the same place. There we go. That should be our man blinded sooner rather than later. Maybe that's a good place to just stop him. Because if we flash him, he might just remain in place.
Hey, mister. I think you dropped something.
Thanks, pal. I'm on it. So there's our man blinded. He's probably going to do the thing now where he remains in place and keeps trying to pick up an invisible item.
We've got reports of a real troublemaker out there.
Probably. Okay, this waiter's now coming around here. He's the guy who takes a drink? Maybe? Certainly makes a note of the drink. You gonna have a quick sip, my friend? I'm just curious, is all. I don't need you to. He's thinking about it. Is anyone watching me? Can I get away with a quick sip whilst I'm on the job? Yeah, no one will mind. Cool, so now we know... Oh, that guard is coming back, so he's not been fooled by the old flash phone. So we know now that a waiter comes around here and has a drink. That's information for sure. This hallway is pretty empty. Is it a hallway? It's a tunnel, I suppose. We could always go unsubtle with the old explosive baseball. As unsubtle as that guy is, just having a pish next to some toilets. Like, bro, take like 5 more steps. You're in a bathroom. Nerve of some people. Ah, he's a pisshead. Okay. So we've probably wasted enough time on our man here.
You got it, kid. Drop something, huh?
Let's just give him a duck.
Top dollar.
Top dollar indeed. Now, he's going to go back to looking around. Whoosh! Not the best landing. I was kind of hoping he'd be launched into the ocean, but alas. So, that leaves us with Carlo next. Coming up onto the main square has put us on level 1. Level 2 might be the church area there. And our man is like right in front of us, which is awkward. Also, we've now got to listen to her singing as well. Which isn't terrible, she's a decent singer, it's kind of annoying. I should have probably shot her at some point, but it's kind of hard to do it subtly from this level. So our man strolls over to Abbiati's thing. I could always move up to another floor and just shoot him through an apartment block. But then if I do that, how am I then going to get from there to my final target without breaking the rules and having to go downstairs at some point? Because I can't rise all the way up to the top, really, because that's like the town hall. I could do, couldn't I? But then if I go into like the apartment blocks and then try and shoot them from there, then rise up further, then there's no way to really transition from there to the town hall area, is there? I mean, because yeah, this bit's all off limits. If I had a disguise, it would help. Now, our man has moved on from this one to that one. There, he's having a poke around. Our lack of disguise is vexing at this point. Yeah, what if we go into this building? What happens then? We can move up, shoot from a balcony or something, but then that's about it. Whereas if we climb over here and sneak around the back bit, then we'd have more options, because we can sneak into this building. And this definitely allows us to transition to other places. It also allows us to shoot the singer if we feel like it. Wait, our man's wandered off over there now somewhere. Where's he going? Yeah, he's wandered off. That's a pain in the butt. What happens if we keep going up in this particular building? Does this one let us transition to climb up into our apartment building, or was that the first building? Maybe I should have stayed in should have gone into the first building. But either way, we could get an outfit here. Just so we're not trespassing. Oh no, there's the pipe that would let us get up to our place. So that's cool. But then we can't climb that pipe whilst hanging on to our oil canister. Okay, I think coming up another floor or two has helped. Let's see. We've got this security guy, who apparently didn't hear that. Come on, mate. It's right there. Because I would kind of like his outfit, I think. Now, our target has moved back to this sort of area, so that's great. Does he walk past that lamp or that lamp? Because we could potentially get a collateral accident on him. Okay, kind of walks near that one. Good. Wonderful. Oops. Didn't mean to get in the cupboard. So, that's that guy out of the way. And we haven't even used our oil canister. So I could technically leave it behind and just come back for it after we've killed target 3. But if we can bring it along, that would be nice. Let's toss it up there.
Huh?
Don't worry about it, friend.
Is that a man up there?
What do you mean, is that a man? Are you questioning my manhood in some fashion? I could just brain that dude, but heck with it. Let's go find our target. Let's stay professional. No shopkeep in the room today. Target is right there, so that's great news. No more stairs for us. Oops. There we go. Took a few shots. Target down. We've still got to destroy 3 cameras though. But we're now free to roam about and do whatever. You can climb up there. There is a man up there. Is that what you were talking about, friend?
Hi.
It might have been. It might have all been a silly misunderstanding. So we've got some heavily armed guards approaching our location. But they're probably okay, because they're just sort of chilling out in our room.
Man, I got nothing to report from my current location.
Not quite sure how that first shot passed through him, but all is well. Maybe. Well, that guy downstairs might have heard the shot and just been like, what's that noise? I think we're cool. I think there'd be more spots in 47 Zone apartment to hide bodies, but I guess there isn't. Now, where's our supplier? Are they in the tunnels near the bathrooms? Good. There's probably cameras around the town hall that we can shoot for the final objective. And there's a safe around the town hall as well, so that's good news. So yeah, there's a camera here, but it's a bit public. There's a camera there as well. And down here is fairly quiet. Okay, that guy's looking, but this might work. Cool, so that's 2 down. And there's one here as well. Pretty straightforward cameras after all. That guy did hear the shot though, but he's probably not going to be sus for too long.
I think I finally solved my lacking libido problem.
That guy down there is just sat. Who are you, and why are you just sat there? Is that an alerted map thing? Maybe. Don't remember seeing that guy before, but we'll go this way then to get the supplier. To get disappointed by the supplier and their lack of items. He's got it, he's got the scrap gun. Sweet, so if we prestige, we should be able to prestige then at the end of this. Because there's only like 1 gun left, I think, which is the gold baller. So that's great news. That means we don't even need to try and go for the safe. I mean, we don't anyway, we've got 89,000 mercies in the bank. It is only just up there though. But it's also very easy and doesn't really challenge us in any way. It's just a case of go up, using the outfit that we're already wearing. So maybe we say heck, it's at the safe after all. I don't wish to waste your time. I mean, aside from the fact that you're watching some idiot play Hitman. You're already wasting your own time in that regard, but I don't want to waste it excessively. So what we'll do is we'll sneak out this door and we'll think about our trip to Ambrose. We'll also grab back our flashbang, because that's always nice to have. So we're looking at assault rifle or unsilenced pistol kill epic. Or a lookout. We're looking at destroying surveillance recorders, poisoning the target and taking no damage. That doesn't really cause any issues when it comes to taking a gun. as our prestige, so that's going to be fine, I think. Take no damage, destroy surveillance, poison target, and then epic assault rifle. Let's just double check the wall. So we've got gold baller to get. Oh yeah, there's the Krugermeyer there. And we're missing the silence pistol over here. So we're not actually ready to prestige at all. But that's fine. We can live with that. So we need an epic assault rifle of some sort. Makeshift scrap sounds good. We always like that. Maybe bring scrap SMG as well. Just load up on the guns. If we need them, that means take no damage has probably gone out the window, but so be it. Sometimes that will happen. Our target is allergic and sweet tooth, so they can't be poisoned with pills or such. So we'll bring the old Seeker along. Maybe we also bring the Karma. Can't really hurt, can it? Can just make things quicker and easier for us, really. And that should be everything we need as we track down this secret meter who has black hair and a hat and jewellery, but no glasses. Off the top of my head, I'm not sure who that's going to be. So I guess we'll have to do some sleuthing when we get to Ambrose. Or Cuba.
Welcome to Cuba.
Of course it's Cuba. Why wouldn't it be Cuba? Don't think I've done a showdown on Cuba before, so how's this going to play out? Almost forgot that we've also got to worry about rising and falling, but most of it's on this floor, so that's not the end of the world. So let's think. We've got that guy over there. But he's not the one who heard that, it was that guy. So you're going to come that way around the box, right? Good. Your mate is going to turn away. Good. There is that guy over there, though.
If anyone is there, come out.
I don't like that guy being over there. He might be a lookout or something. Let's go for it. Good. We're just a guy now. That guy over there must be a lookout, surely. No, he's just walking about. Okay. So we've got people who were over by the hangar gate. There's going to be lots of people roaming around on this floor at various points, I'm sure. I would imagine this map's not difficult for showdowns, just because it's a basic map in general. This woman looks like she fits some of the bill at the very least. Yeah, she's not wearing glasses. She does fit the bill. She's curious about why I'm holding a camera and walking backwards like this. Her assassin's probably a bit sus as well. And she's sneezing, coughing, doing various allergy things, so now we just need to see if she wants to eat a chocolate bar. They're good tells, allergic and sweet tooth, because they can just pop off pretty much any time they like. You don't have to wait for them to go to a specific location, although sometimes it's beneficial to you if they do go to a specific location, so maybe it swings and roundabouts. But I like knowing that the tells might just pop up in a very short space of time. I don't have to wait around for 10 minutes.
I'm not late or anything, am I?
Yeah, it's a very secret meeting she's having.
He won't disappoint. I promise. Okay, I'll see you.
This could cause problems. Yeah. On our mini-map it seems to suggest that there's a target out there somewhere. So that's not ideal. I wonder how many people have done showdowns on Cuba, and therefore how much data our mod-making friend Kevin Rudd has about how well this map works for showdowns. Let's see. She's having another cough. Maybe that's not her assassin, maybe that's someone else's. The invisible person. I'm not sure. But no, the other person's like way off in the distance somewhere. Yeah, there they are. Better not be them. They're not even visible on the map, I guess. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah. Please be you. A few enforcers around, so I'm not feeling comfortable about just sniping her with a seeker at this point. I think she just had another cough. Is there a security camera there? Apparently there is. I can't see any green lines on the floor, but that's fine. So this room is empty. That's great. What are you doing? She's having a chocky bar. It is her. Good. So I guess we should mark her as such. And then where can we poison her from without any bother? Do we poison her assassin first? Or do we just take out her assassin first? It's just standing about. I might be safe here. But this is a risky shot. Oh, it's good though. Now, where are you going to go? Oh, there's our other target. He's decided to join the map after all. She might have a decent walk ahead of her, because I'm not sure where the nearest puke point would be. Friend Assassin definitely wants to join the fun. So this bit's relatively quiet. Except for those two guards over there, so it's not actually quiet at all. Is she going all the way to the bathroom? Yeah, we're all going to the bathroom together.
Right here, right now.
The assassin now seems to be on alert. Also, he's just stood in the door like that. Oh, you a lookout? Okay. This is all very confusing. Now, where's my briefcase item? Why can't I pull that out? There we go.
47, the target is trying to escape. Don't let that happen.
Okay. Cheese it. There goes take no damage, sadly. Okay, so things have gone a bit awkward. This happens a lot on this map. Yeah, you know where he is. Come get him. Now, how best to deal with this? We've been flashed. That's not helpful.
What's happening? Are we clear?
Central, are you there?
Right, we're concealed.
Our team Bessie. You look like some mercenary type soldier.
This could have gone worse. They're going to look around. They're going to get confused. Where's all the people that we just killed? Because I want their outfits. Yeah, this bush might save us. Look at these guys vibrating away. This wasn't part of their plan.
Continuing search.
Understood.
This could have gone so much smoother if I'd actually managed to pull my assault rifle out and then get my shots off quickly enough. And then got out of the room quickly enough. I made mistakes.
Now, you little rat.
Oof, I didn't even realise that guy was there. Yeah, everyone stand down. There's nothing to worry about from this guy hiding in this bush. And that guy's finished vibrating, that's good news. I suppose. I don't really care if he vibrates or not. But we're still alive, and that's the main thing. Bodies being dragged over there, so we're probably not getting a new outfit from those bodies anytime soon. That lookout could give us one. Although maybe not. What about in here? There's a mercenary there. Okay, that attracted the attention of some other dude, so that probably wasn't smart. And now we've dropped our gun because I pressed the wrong button in panic. So let's just leave that area where that body is about to be found. Still got to take out the surveillance recorder, you see, so I still need to get back in there. Now, what about this guy? Did anyone see that? I'm going to assume that's a no. There we go. We are no longer compromised. Good. So, surveillance recorders. One upstairs. Is there one anywhere else? Because this outfit might not be ideal to get upstairs. Also, what does Supplier have for us? Anything? Rubber duck.
I'll be around if you need more.
We'll take it. Is there a surveillance recorder on the ground floor anywhere? Are we allowed upstairs? No.
Close. Get out up here.
Okay. I thought that would be a problem. There are ways upstairs, of course. But they involve pipes and whatnot. I guess most of the folks upstairs don't know that I'm dodging. Who's in this room? Two guys. Problem solved. Good. Yeah, I was thinking about taking a mercenary outfit and using that to get the recorder. But it turns out that pipe just led to the recorder room, so didn't even need to change outfits again. So that went fairly well. Obviously damage was taken, but given the situation we were in and how sticky it was, frankly it's a miracle we survived. So yeah, pleased with that. And we have successfully completed Rise and Fall, haven't we? Because we didn't change elevation at any point before we took out the target. So yeah, job's a good one. Campaign complete. Now we've got a prize that awaits us. I'll just double check. I don't think we can prestige yet because we're missing too much stuff. Yeah. So this should be the gold baller because there's no other legendary items available, right? Yeah. So that's gold baller sorted out. Got way too much money. And we are missing a couple of pistols, as usual. So once we get those, we will be ready to prestige, hopefully, after the end of the next campaign. But this one was a fun campaign. It did break my brain a little bit at times. But it did what it was meant to do, which is it encouraged me to look for new routes and new paths and new options. Because when you've played Freelance for as long as I have, you want to mix it up where you can. And we've done that today, I feel. Join us next week as we're going to mix it up further still. We're bringing back the spinning wheels with a new challenge that was suggested by a commenter some time ago. So join me then as we begin the Mixologist challenge. Until then, thank you for watching, friends. I'll see you soon.